Welcome back, guys, to episode 2 of our Minecraft Let's Play. We're going to jump right back into it. I did make a test world for this world. It's just a super flat world where I can go in there and test different ideas, different builds. I was trying to get a rough idea of what I wanted to do in terms of building a house. So that is our next I was going to say problem, but it's really not a problem. It's just, we're just going to do it. So, let's go ahead and we need to figure out, first of all, we need to clear out some space, clear out some of these trees. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to make a chest. I'm done with my axe because that's already almost broken. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to a stone axe. And we'll keep on keeping on. And then I think, and sorry if I'm sniffling, guys, I had a couple peppers. They're hot peppers. I really don't know what the actual name of them is, but my nose is really runny ever since I had those. So I'm hoping I'm not sniffling too much. I have tried blowing it and nothing comes out, so there I am. I'm just kind of stuck with it. But we're going to keep on keeping on. So, I don't quite know how I want to build this house. And I keep saying house, but it's really just going to be like a cabin. It's just going to be a little starter cabin, if you will. And I want to keep it somewhat close to the water. I do plan on making a little bit of a pathway from the cabin to the water, so I don't want us to be like right on the water, but you know, a little bit away from it. So we're gonna figure that out in this episode. I might make a couple cuts here and there as I am going through the process of trying to figure it out. So if you see any random cuts, just know I'm just kind of messing around, trying to figure out what exactly I want to do with this little cabin. So like I said, I tried to go into, that's a lot, that sounds like a lot of snow. Oh, it's probably coming off the leaves. Okay, yeah, just like that. So I have tried to do a little bit of testing, but I just really couldn't figure out anything that I liked. So I'm going to just wing it. We'll see what happens. I don't have any real expectations right now as to what could happen, but we will find out whether it's wrong or whether it's right. So, but alright, so I am recording this back to back with the last episode. Well, not really necessarily back to back. I did take a little bit of a break so I could get some food. So, let's go ahead. We have a little bit of an open area now, I believe. And I do want trees still like surrounding me. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing a little bit of digging. And we are going to kind of level out a little bit of this area. Again, I need to be careful with the tools that I'm using because I want to eventually make like little like museum, I guess you can call it, of like our first tools, our first set of armor for each like level kind. So like, you know, wooden tools, stone tools, leather armor, copper armor. So I just kind of want to do a little bit of that. I think it'd be kind of interesting. I've always tried to do it in Let's Plays that I've done by myself, but I've never really been able to, like, well, man, I hate when that happens. I've never been able to actually, like, do it, I guess. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. I don't know why I'm really stacking these any particular way. I'm just kind of getting rid of them. And actually, what we can do is plant. What do we have of those? 4. Oops. Alright, we'll go ahead and plant a couple of you. Get some potatoes started. And actually, another thing that I'll do is... I might do that later. I just lied. I might do that later. And we'll just do this. I don't know why I'm being so strict with this because I have literally no idea what I'm doing right now. But okay, we're going to keep on kind of forming this little flat area. So I actually kind of want to start right around here because I want there to be like some kind of steps, different things like that leading down to the water. So I want it to be pretty gradual and not so like all of a sudden just a straight down where you got block, 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 and you're constantly jumping up and down. I just want it to be like just a nice little pathway. So there's gonna be a little bit of digging here. Alright, so I think in the future though, as soon as we get done with our house, I think we will start doing a little bit of mining, I think. We might actually have to break through our barrier and go explore a little bit in order to get some... Ooh, okay, so there's a cow here. If I can actually... We might have to do a little bit of exploring in here first. I need to break some grass so I can get some seeds and get them started. So actually, I don't know, I'm kind of going back and forth here, but I just saw that we do have some cows in here. So, okay, there's 2. That's enough for me. And this goes right into like a little ravine. Okay, interesting. Alright, we'll go ahead and use a little bit more of our hoe. I don't know what that is. Alright, we got 4. There we go. Let's go ahead and plant 2 more. Call it good. Alright, and it looks like the sun's already setting. I don't know if it's gonna matter, but when the sun sets and it goes behind these mountains, it might start getting darker quicker. Looks like it sets over that way. But, okay, so what level do we want to build on? I might dig this back 1 more. And we might build on like this level. Whoops. So something like this, I think. I think that's a good level because it's primarily flat right here. We don't have to do a whole lot more digging, just kind of wrap around this corner, push this back, get this kind of pushed back a little bit. But let's go to sleep before anything starts spawning in, because I don't want to deal with that stuff right now. We dealt with it that first night, and although it wasn't bad, I still almost managed to die. So let's not do that again. Again, I'm going to push this back just a touch. And I want to kind of stay away from making it look like it was too terraformed around here. But guys, I did it. You know what's crazy is I was actually looking at my shovel when I jumped up on this level. I was like, okay, I can still break a little bit, but then I completely forgot about it. Alright, so this is our little secret. We'll make another shovel. it'll be our second shovel, but we'll just play it off like it was our first shovel because I was totally paying attention and didn't break the original shovel. So that's just gonna be our little secret. Yeah. Okay, I'm literally holding back a sneeze right now, so I'm sorry. Oh man. Okay. So, we'll push this back again. Then what am I going to do? I might need to build up the other side quite a bit. Take a quick look when we get back over there. Again, I don't really have any clues of how I want to do this cabin. I don't want to do anything. All I know is I don't want to do anything too big. I don't want to do anything big right off the bat. I just want to do some like little starter home. Alright, we're gonna put you in there before I forget, because I literally almost forgot again. Okay. So let me go ahead and break this tree down. And then, okay, so that whole thing broke. That's perfect. Let me fill you in. And then we're gonna build you up here. I'll have to break a couple more trees. What was that? Oh, that's just the mountain. I thought I saw like the dripstone block or whatever, whatever that block is called. To break some more of these, we can always come back and replant. Also, I would love to get a couple of those like 2x2 trees, spruce trees, and get those planted like maybe like in the back a little bit more. I think that would be pretty cool. And then have like, you know, the back layer be like the 2x2s, and then have a couple more of these just regular sized ones kind of in front of them. That's a cool looking dog. Okay, so anyways, let's keep on filling. Dude, you had a problem or what? Okay. How many of you guys, out of curiosity, actually like tame dogs, or they're not cats, but they're cats? Ocelot? No. Yeah? Ocelots? I don't know. You guys know what I'm trying to say. How many of you guys actually tame those? Because I can't say I usually tame a lot of animals. Every once in a while I will go for those cats, because if I'm like in the late game and I'm actually trying to do a creeper farm and to get gunpowder so I can make rockets, that's probably the only time that I really tame them. Either that, or if I'm still kind of early-ish game and just I go find a village, I tame them just to actually have them in case that I do make it to the later game. Because yeah, they're usually kind of a pain in the butt when you're trying to look for them, but when you don't need them, they're always there. So okay, let me get rid of this layer real quick. Man, my nose is so itchy right now. Okay, let me fill this in. I will break these couple blocks, and I think you're not touching anything else. Alright, there we go. That's a really nice mod, and I did put the mods that I used in the link in the description of the last video. I plan on putting them in this video along with every other video, I think, just to give them credit for, you know, taking the time out to actually make those mods. So I did that and the seed to this world. Again, your guys' seed might be a little bit different if you don't use these same mods, just because of the way the generation is with some of these. What are they? The structure mods. So it might be just a little bit different, but it shouldn't be too different overall. I kind of wanted to break that tree, but that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Let me just do this. See, can I break it? Okay, come on. There we go. Alright, let's break these ones down, and then we should be good to start getting like a frame kind of built, I believe. If I can break these down. Okay. Guys, if you guys are excited for this series, let me know. I see a lot of people seem to be clicking on the Fast Food Simulator series that I have been doing. Quite a few people have clicked on the hardcore Minecraft world that I did. I can see why you guys didn't fully watch that though, because of the I say a lot, so I'm gonna try to stop doing that starting now. No, I'm just playing. No, but anyways, it was very difficult in terms of trying to find out the, what am I trying to say, the volume for the in-game volume mixed with my microphone volume. So like mob sounds were super loud in the video, like sometimes you couldn't even hear me talking. Guys, I should. Guys, this is our little secret. You guys didn't see a thing. I didn't see a thing. Okay, can you stop killing all of the sheep in here? This is ridiculous. What was I saying before I got rudely interrupted? Where was I? Oh, yeah, so it was hard for me to, with the recording app that I was using, it was hard for me to figure out like the volume, the settings for all that kind of stuff. So I did switch to OBS, and so far I like that a whole lot better than what the other one that I was using does. So for example, like, so in that hardcore world, I'm not making any excuses, but it was harder in that world in terms of like playing it because I had the volume turned so low, like for in-game volume for me. So for example, like if I go to here, my master volume was down to like 10. Music was off. Jukebox and stuff was off. Blocks were down to like less than 10. Hostile mobs was like probably again less than 10. So like I couldn't hear things through my computer speaker, but you guys could still kind of hear it like from the video, if that makes sense. Whereas now I can have my volume kind of set to like what I would usually have it as. and it won't be as loud for you. Because if I had these same volume settings that I have now with my last recording studio thing, you guys wouldn't be able to hear me talking right now. It would be that loud. So I'm glad that I have kind of experimented with it a little bit more and found something better in terms of what I'm looking for. And don't get me wrong, I liked what I was using before. It was just I wasn't able to understand the settings very well. And again, I was a total noob when I'm still starting out, but my very first couple videos. But I don't know. I just kind of hope this series turns out a lot better than the Hardcore World. And I'm gonna go kill this guy before anything crazy happens. I didn't think I got to bed that late. Okay, here we go. So I'm actually going to put this away now because quite frankly, I don't trust myself. So we got that. Boom. Hoe. I'm going to throw you out. We'll make a sword. And we are actually almost getting ready to start building. Again, this is just, the process. I'm looking to go slow in this. I don't want to rush a whole lot. I'm not going to go to the end like right away and whatnot. Okay, I can break you because I have put one away. So this is where it gets interesting. We do have wood. Let me kind of see what I want to do. So we'll do something like this, I think. And that's going to be like our door frame. That's our entrance right there to our house. And then, let me see. What do I want to do? I usually like to do something like this. I'm trying to figure out, and I wish I could have found something out that I liked before I got started with this, because I am very indecisive on building houses, at least. I'm trying to think of, because I have ideas of what I want to do. Maybe I don't want to go back quite this far. Just a second. Because I have ideas of things that I want like around the house. I just don't know what I want the actual house to be. Actually, I think I kind of have a rough idea of what I want now. Okay, so hear me out. We're gonna do like this, I suppose. Is that too close to the water? Probably not, because we can wrap it around this way and then go down. I like that. I do like that a lot better than... Okay. Alright, we're good. We're figuring it out. Here we go. This is where things happen. And it's just gonna happen. Just trust the process. Trust the process. Alright, is that level? There we go. Okay. Honestly, I probably could save a lot of wood if I did slabs. I might actually end up doing real quick. So give me just a second to break these. Because I know this is brutal. This is brutal to watch. I'll most likely end up cutting a lot of this stuff out. Hopefully for your guys' sake. Because I completely understand that this stuff can be terrible to watch. I'm just trying to push this back and see. So we wanted the one door. So let me go like this. That's the middle. We want that to be the door. I think so. Alright, that's the door. And then this actually wrap around because I want to do like a porch. I don't have any cobblestone because I do want to do like a stone fence around, or a stone wall around here, so that will be for that. Okay, so then for this we're gonna go 1 2 3 4, and then we'll do one more. We'll add 5, and then it'll be 3 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so that is, whoops, which one was that? Nope, wrong one. Okay, so now we're just gonna build back a little bit more. And how do I want to do this? That's getting a little too big for my liking. We're gonna shrink it just a little bit. Again, guys, this is just gonna be a little starter house. It's nothing crazy. I'm gonna have like I plan on doing like a storage shed elsewhere. So like for the most part, my chests aren't gonna be inside the house. So that is going to save us a lot of room. This is gonna be a quick little build, and then if I do end up like upgrading to a bigger house, I will build it somewhere else, and we'll just keep this as like a decorative, you know, along with every other build that we have in here. So hopefully we'll get it all figured out. But I'm gonna go ahead, cut the video, because we are getting, where's that bat coming from? There must be a cave over here, unless it came from out there, but I doubt that. But okay, I'm gonna cut the video, and by the time I come back, I'm gonna have like a rough layout of this house. So give me just a second, and I will see you in just a second as well. Alright, welcome back, guys. So, here's what we did. The house is not done yet. We have a little bit of a structure built. We have a little bit of decorations in there. It took me a little bit to figure out kind of what I wanted to do, and I'm still unsure, but here's what I got so far. Alright, doesn't look like a whole lot. We have a little kind of a deck, fencing all the way around. I, again, don't know the exact design that I want to do in terms of like decorative, if I want to do this all the way around, if I want to leave some of this darker spruce in there. But this is the ultimate design, just something small, tidy, neat, cozy, you know. So this is what we have. We have our deck. We come back here. We have a little bit of pathway. I'm actually going to break this block right here because it seems like a little too much. There we go. Alright, but then back here, I have more fencing, and I do kind of want to wrap it around, I don't know, to about this area. Because then back here, I want to do, you see this right here, I'm going to put water in those, and we're going to have a little bit of a garden back here. So that's going to be, like, I guess our, air quotes, way of survival. Not really, because it's just for aesthetics. But so that's that. Then of course, if you have a cabin, you have to have a little fire pit. You have to have a little bit of fire or firewood built up. So you might have to do some kind of firewood storage back here somewhere. But we have our little fire pit, the campfire going. And then also, from these stairs down, I built a little pathway. And it just kind of wraps your way around. Just, you know, something again, a little tidy. I will eventually throw in some gravel in here, maybe some, I think it's like coarse dirt, I believe, if I can get some eventually. But just kind of mix some rougher pathway material in here, along with out back here that leads to the campfire. So that's kind of the rough go of what I have so far. I'm still slowly waiting for the wheat to grow. We have gotten potatoes, so I've been slowly expanding on that. So, also, what I wanted to say was I went to a little cave over just in that area. I didn't get any iron, nothing like that. There was no iron even in that little cave. It was just a dead end. I went there to mostly mine cobblestone. I did not break my wooden one, not one time. It's sitting right in here. That's the original wooden one, I promise. No funny business going on. So that's also how I got the cobblestone to make all this cobblestone fence. So that's how I did that. So we did upgrade it to a stone pickaxe. I actually meant to record that, but completely forgot. And at that point, you know, there it was. But so yeah, we still have to do some kind of decoration around here to kind of hide just that texture that, I don't know, it's just, I don't like that. I might have to do something with the stairs, maybe make them go in one so the stairs are really right here, or make them come out one. I don't know. We'll figure that out in the next episode. But in the next episode, maybe we won't figure it out actually, because in the next episode I want to do a little bit of exploring. I don't know if I can somehow get this wheat to grow faster, but I need to get cows. I want to get a full set of leather armor in the next episode. So whether that means we are out running around doing actual exploration, or if we explore in here more. I know we have one cow for sure. That's a pig, I think. I believe the cow's over here somewhere, but we at least have one cow in here. So we need a second one in order to start breeding and getting leather. Because that's our first step, is to get full leather armor. But anyways, I just wanted to bring you guys back to kind of show you what all we did end up figuring out. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But as for now, that's going to be the end of this episode. we will again hopefully do some exploration, get our full set of leather armor in the next episode. If not, we'll just see what happens. But I would love to get more cobblestone because I only have 1 soul cobblestone here. So I don't know. I need something. But anyways, we will see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe. Peace out.